Friday is Halloween, and Disney Channel wants you to prepare for 24 hours of back-to-back scare. First, watch Playhouse Disney for some Halloween whimsy. There's Pooh and Bear and the Wiggles, too.
This is silly.
Then JoJo and Stanley and Ollie. Boo! Then Disney Channel brings you Minnie and Mickey. Wow, the Recess Gang gets a bit tricky. There's Lilo and Stitch and Kim in a sitch.
We're talking Halloween.
So don't lose your head.
Let's do this.
Watch the Prouds instead. Then see Ray as a bunny. And Louis acting funny. And Raven shows how to look like a cow. Then get horrified
I'm a little freaked out.
when Lizzie gets zombified. So spend Halloween with Disney Channel this year and see 24 hours of back-to-back fear. Watch it Friday, Scare Day.
Happy Halloween.
And now back to Disney Channel's Ha Ha Haunted Halloween.
Beauty, perfection, one of the best things the world's had to offer. Physical media. Hello, listeners. I'm Simon about today. I'm just thinking of looking directly at my DVD case for a few hours and do nothing else in between. It's wondrous, isn't it? There's always a ton of grades in the DVD collections. And then there's Minions. Yeah, if only I could get a DVD of Only Murders in the Building, that would be great, wouldn't it? Sorry for that, it's not out. I was thinking, streaming service really lack in the DVD department for me. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because, like, you know, you pay for the originals on streaming service, so it makes sense why you don't put them out mainly on DVD, but, like, come on, give us a little bit of love, you know? Make them a limited time offer or something like that. You never get it, buy it again, limited copies, you know? Like the Super Mario 3D All-Stars, but, you know, actually have it make sense. It's a shame when a movie that was supposed to go to theaters gets on a streaming service. That's really when it gets bad for me. One movie of that case is The Woman in the Window. For those who are unaware, The Woman in the Window is a modern thriller starring Amy Adams. It was originally going to go to theaters under 20th Century Fox label, technically a Disney movie. And, you know, by its first trailer, it looked very promising. It had a stacked cast, a director who's made a decent movie, just not an Oscar-worthy movie, you know?
Would you stop interrupting me while I am interrupting you?
So, like, everything seemed right. Make it a great movie. It had Anthony Mackie. Like, how can you mess up with Anthony Mackie? Then this thing called COVID-19 hit, and, you know, all movies got delayed, including this one. Fox didn't do so hot, considering how last year in 2019 all their movies underperformed wildly, or most of them in that case, after they were bought by Disney, and that led to a bunch of shiftings, and also they canceled the Mona, the pricks. So yeah, this was delayed a lot, and instead of putting it on Hulu, they dumped it on Netflix. And you know, being Netflix, it might have been cursed to become a trash Netflix original, or which is always meant to be that bad, or something like that. This movie had a very interesting development. There was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and while it doesn't seem like much, it's certainly stuff. Let's not waste any more time. This is The Woman in the Window. In September 2016, Fox Development Pictures acquired screen rights to a novel of the same name by A.J. Finn. In March 2018, it was announced Joe Wright would direct the film, from a screenplay by Tracy Letts, with Scott Rudin and Eli Bush serving as producers of the film. In April 2018, Amy Adams was set to star, and in July 2018, Julianne Moore, Wyatt Russell, Gary Oldman, and Brian Tyree Henry joined the cast of the film. In August 2018, Fred Hettinger and Anthony Mackie were also added. Personal photography began on August 6 of 2018 in New York City. Filming wrapped on October 30th of 2018. Producer Scott Rudin later hired Tony Gilroy to perform rewrites for reshoots. Following the film initial delay from October 4th of 2019, the score was really set to be composed by Trent Reznor and Atticus Rose, the composers of Soul, but they were replaced by Danny Elfman. The Woman in the Window, which originally scheduled to be released theatrically on October 4th, 2019 by 20th Century Fox. But on July 9th, 2019, it was delayed, with Fox's new owner, Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures, re-editing the film after test screenings, and a new release date was set for May 15th of 2020. On March 17th of 2020, the film was removed from the release calendar due to the COVID-19 pandemic, with the intent to reschedule it for later in 2020. On August 3rd, 2020, it was announced that Netflix was in final talks to acquire the distribution rights to the film from 20th Century Studios, which it did, releasing it on the streaming service on May 14th, 2021, to rather negative reviews, because, it wasn't that great of a movie. It was the final film to release under the Fox Fathom label as part of the Walt Disney Company's accusation of 21st Century Fox. The label was discontinued. Huh. That was short. Way more short for my taste. Usually take like 20 minutes, but no, this was actually a rather short one. Not longer than it usually is. Hey, it's strange. I thought there was more to the story than there was. This by now. I'll be right back. That way, stupid. Who was that guy? What was the man in the window? Who was the man in the wind? Who was the man in the wind? Man, the man in the... Oh, God. Oh. Man, oh, man. This is probably DVD collect. The DVDs. Where'd they go? Some kind of secret cupboard? No. I lost them all. All but one. freaking movie. I lost the rest. I lost Minions. I lost. Oh, let's go again. Save the kids. I lost Transformers 5. Someone's gonna pay for this. Yes, I'm sir. I believe so. Yeah. You can learn you later. I have to speak first. Alright. This message is gonna go out to a very specific person. I don't know who it is, but someone. My name is Cinema Spy. I sign missions to get films. You have taken something very dear of mine. And you'll pay for it. You're gonna pay. Not like, oh, you're gonna pay for rent. You're gonna pay for what you took from me. You're gonna pay what you've taken from everyone here on the planet. I promise you. I'm not. You're gonna pay for this. So you have two choices. You have two choices. You give back what you stole now, or I'm gonna have to find them myself. And don't think I won't, because I will. I hope we see each other very soon, because I'm looking forward to it. Why is the pill missing? Oh. My house. Hey! Hey! Open up! Someone open the door! Who's in there? I know you're there! Hello? Just something. You shut up! I'm trying to do some important research!
Who are you?
Shut up again! Your dinner will be ready in 10 minutes!
Hey! Wait! Hey! Who are you?
What do you know my house? Come on! I don't have all day. I gotta do more research on the movie. I'm sure. Turn to me. Stay calm. That is a bunch of bathroom tools. I knew that. I definitely knew that. He's right at the table.
Are they?
Alright, time to crash this party.
I told you your dinner will be ready in 10 minutes.
Okay, sir. I know you're upset.
Are you him? Are you the goddamn DVD thief?
Oh, yes, it's me. I'm the thief who stole all those DVDs, yeah. But think I'll do them in my pack anyway. I just need it for my movie.
My DVDs.
Well, the plan was, steal a bunch of DVDs and then, make them into, one big movie. It was always my dream to make a movie. Don't you have that dream too? Like, so many people want to make movies. So why not have inspiration from other movies you love? Does that make sense?
Why don't you just make your own script and not just steal people's DVDs, which is, against the law.
Huh?
I mean, even if it's a bad script, you're still taking inspiration from the things you love, and it's like, whole thing. So it's like, yeah, I don't get why you didn't do that. Like, I sent a death threat video. That's how you know I hit a low point in my YouTubing career.
That's actually a very good point.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna send you to the 40s now.
Wait.
There's more info on the movie than you realize.
I headed to the computer while I was researching some more stuff. And I did use Wikipedia.
Why is everyone against Wikipedia now?
Go ahead. Finish the review. If you wanna.
Just say so. Better not be a virus.
I need to wash my face.
Let's rewind to 2018, and The Woman in the Window could not have looked more promising. It was based on a New York Times best-selling novel. The screenplay was by Tracy Letts, a Tony and Pulitzer-winning playwright. The director was Joe Wright, whose previous film, Darkest Hour, was nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. And the cast and crew were stacked with Academy Award nominees and winners. Amy Adams stars as Dr. Anna Fox, an unstable, agoraphobic child psychologist who lives alone in Manhattan brownstone along with Wyatt Russell. She's befriended by Jane, played by Julianne Moore, who had just moved into the house across the street. But the next night, as Anna is peeking through her window into Jane's house, she glimpses her new neighbor being stabbed to death. Or does she? Jane's husband, played by Gary Oldman, insists that Jane, not played by Jennifer Jason Leigh, is alive and well. Has he persuaded an imposter to impersonate his murdered wife, or is Anna's medication making her hallucinate? The novel was the debut novel by one A.J. Finn, which is the pseudonym for Dan Mallory, another editor in the publishing world. And because of this, the film rights were being yearned for before the publishing rights were even sold. The book was released in 2018, and the film rights were taken by Fox in 2016. In 2019, a New Yorker article was released about Dan Mallory's lies and fabrications that had piled up for years, and there was a lot to take in. He had lied about being indoctrinated from Oxford, saying he was involved in certain publishing deals such as Tina Fey's books Bossy Pants, and ironically, he lied about mental illnesses. He said he had brain cancer and brain tumors, said his mother died from cancer despite the fact that although she did have cancer, she lived, and he also said his brother took his own life when he didn't, then blamed it on his bipolar II disorder, which is a whole other can of worms. He was also accused of borrowing from the 1950s movie Copycat and other Hitchcock flicks such as Rear Window. I don't know what this added to the whole, begin and end segment, but, I guess he couldn't really end it off, write it down, because, he had to, I stopped him and punched him in the face, so, that's that, I guess. Well, thank you. Oh, you're still here.
What, did you make me leave? I wanted to hear my work through your mouth.
I don't know, it's kind of
Yeah, I respect that. So you can just run on free. You just stop stealing DVDs, or else I'm not gonna let it fly again.
All right. Enjoy those movies, including Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 Classic. See you later. Bye. One question though. Did you break back into my house to steal something else? Or were you here for another reason other than to, like, add some research to my review? Is there something deeper going on about this? I knew you asked that at some point. Wait, see, Spike, do you watch your own reviews after you...
No.
Wow, didn't expect that, honestly. Anyway, something's off about them. Almost as if someone else is controlling them. I'm not really sure what the feeling is, maybe just me, my loony head, but commercials are being played on those, Cinema Spy episodes, but they're not exactly modern, like car commercials or Capital Credit or whatever they are. They're more old commercials from like decades ago. I have no idea why they're there. Do you add them there yourself for unfunny comedic effect, or is someone else making money off of it? Alright, well, I've already been asked this question, so I'm going to answer it the same thing I already said the first time I said it. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm pretty sure just normal everyday ads. And you know what? If I have to go through the torture of watching my own videos, then I'll check to see what's going on. I'll see if I can call anyone about it. Alright? Alright, Spy. Alright. Now run off and do more wacky Bill Nye level science experiments. With pleasure. I'm the Cinema Spy. I'll see you next mission. And our next mission is to find out what's going on.